How y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is a dandy. This is a 20 gauge Winchester Model 12. This particular gun has been modified quite a bit. I looked on my files and through the videos and on the channel and everything, trying to figure out, what have I not reviewed? What have I not done? And I realized one of the things I hadn't done was, I didn't have a Model 12. Everybody's got a Model 12 video but me. Well, that's going to change pretty soon. This is the Winchester Model 12. Now this is a field grade, common grade gun. But it is, in fact, Model 12 Winchester. Kind of hard to beat. The Model 12 is a pretty interesting gun. Browning designed this gun, and they came to market with it in 1912. And they manufactured it until 1964 in a lot of different variants. You could get all the way down from a modified, standard, economy class field grade gun, all the way up to an Olympic grade trap gun. Just a real cool gun. Almost all of them are takedown. Now, I'm not going to take this gun down, because every time you take one of these guys down, you wear out the locking grooves in the receiver, you know, and on the barrel. So I'm not going to take it apart, but it's very simply done. All you've got to do is push this guy over that way, and then pump this guy straight up. Once you've done that, the action bar has cleared the receiver, and you can simply turn it 90 degrees and it comes straight apart. And I took it apart last night a dozen times. You know, so it does come apart. Modifications on this gun are, at some time someone has cut this stock down considerably into more or less a youth model. Now they've done a real good job, or the person that did the work did a real good job of refitting a it's Pacmar medium soft recoil pad on it, and they've cut the barrel off to 24 inches, and they reset a bead on it, and it's a nice bead. Looks like one of those Brownells big silver beads, you know, and they staked it on the inside like it's supposed to be. Other than that, somebody's taken this gun and made a pretty nice little youth model shotgun out of it. Now this barrel was modified before it was cut, so I don't think it really hurt it probably to cut 4 inches off the end of it, it being a modified gun. You know, I'd have never done it if it was a full, but you know, somebody had this done. I realized I didn't have a Model 12 video on, so I called around to various friends and found one of my hunting buddies that actually had this in the back of his closet, and I didn't know it, and he loaned it to me for our use today. Other than that, this gun's really nicely made. This Model 12 has a very large safety button on it. I don't know, it doesn't look like a regular one. It looks like it's been applied. It's oversized on this side. Okay, it's easy to get off, easy to get back on. You know, ideal for a person that's a right-handed shooter. They walk around with their, you know, this gun has, the trigger guard has wear on the front of it, which is something I like to see in the field, because I know that guy's carrying that gun around with his finger on the trigger guard instead of on the trigger. Okay, so it's easy to get off in a hurry. It's a nice little feature, but I think it's been added to the gun. I run the number on this gun in my book last night, and it said it was made in 1937-38. It's in really good shape, and we're going to try it out here and see how it shoots. I'm going to run a few through it just for demonstration purposes. This Model 12 does not have a disconnector. Got my new hat on here. Model 12 does not have a disconnector. I don't know if this gun's got a plug in it. I haven't loaded it yet. You know. So we'll see how many shells it holds. One, two, three. Holds three. Four. Probably not set up for dove field. Four. Well, it holds five so far. Holds five. It's got five in it. The 12 has always been a little tricky to load. You can lose control of your shell and it'll spit every one of them out. All right, let's give it a try. I'm gonna, let's take it off safe. It doesn't seem to feed very good. There we go. All right, we're going to pattern it on the top target down there. And again on the bottom. All right, let's go down there and see what the pattern looks like. Like I said, this gun started out as a modified, so this would be at about 16 or 17 yards. And it's got rabbit harvesting accuracy. It's got rabbit harvesting capability to it. Yeah. Either one of these patterns would roll up a rabbit very nicely at this range. You know, wouldn't have any trouble with it at all. So, being sawed off probably didn't hurt it very bad. You know. Now, let's get down to the brass tacks of the issue. What's it worth? Well, let's look at it here. What's it worth? The barrel has been cut off and a replacement barrel for it is fairly expensive. You can find them, they're out there. I know at least two places here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky that probably would have a replacement barrel for this thing in stock. I don't know if this gun's ever been reblued or not, but for a gun made in the late 1930s, it had a lot of finish on it. Stock has been modified. Stock has a lot of dings and so forth in it. It does have a nice recoil pad on it. And it's just a standard field grade gun. You know, not a real high, not a real high-end gun in the first place. Okay, so I give the value of this gun at somewhere between $250 and $300, just on the basis that it's a Model 12 and it works good. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Like I teach, certify, commentate, and subscribe. Let's all be careful in these dangerous times. I don't think it's as bad as they let on, but there is danger. God bless y'all, and we'll see you soon. Bye now. Turn that old thing off.